All right, hello and welcome back as we get ready for our first game of 3 tonight, as we are going to have the Atlanta Harriers taking on the Deadwood Demons. Definitely hoping for a good one, and we'll see if we get it. I kind of laid it out in the Discord a little bit, and we'll get to it again with the stats, but both teams want to win this series, and I'd say so for different reasons. But again, we'll circle around to that again, because let's run through our week. You can see just that one game played, and it was a sweep win for Inchin. Then we still have the next 2 games after this one, including the 6-3 teams trying to battle for position. Then Madison and the bottom one fighting for the playoff spot, as well as Deadwood in there as well. Looking at these standings, you can see Inchin sitting high above, then Atlanta, then the 4 teams. Then you got the jump to the teams fighting down below that, where you have Birmingham, then the 3-way tie, then the bottom 2. Looking at our scenarios, which I'm not sure I switched to Prism, and I did not, or to 2-pixel I mean, so there you go. As it is Birmingham, who were not able to clinch this week following their loss. So that means the last 2 playoff spots will be open for next week, and we'll have a good amount of chaos. How much? We'll have to see. Looking at our eliminations, Ren, at this point, I think I just kind of cast all the games in general for the most part. But sure, the team's fun. I'm not going to debate that. Yes, but also necessity. But anyway, talking about the eliminations here quickly before we get everyone in. You can see the Fallen are out if they lose tonight. And then Missouri would be eliminated if any of those 3 teams win, which would include 2 chances tonight, or if they lose. Moving on to our stats, Wico and Bozy are the key players. Averages are in favor of Atlanta, although there are 2 going the way of the Demons. The record is 4 games better for the Harriers, and the streak is a difference of 6, as it is a 1-game win streak for Atlanta versus 5 straight losses for the Demons. So I think Atlanta, obviously, not that much adversity this season. Now, I don't want to discount they did drop 2 straight series just a couple weeks ago, but outside of that, was 6 straight before it, and then another win after it. So Atlanta have looked good, have played well as a team, and have pretty clearly been at least one of the favorites, if not the favorite, for a couple points in this season. Then on the other side, you have Deadwood, who, a little bit of a slow start, started to look solid. Then they've had chaos and controversy. Then they've had more chaos and controversy. And throughout all of it, they have struggled, as they have not been able to get a win. And they're somehow clinging to 8th place. But that is in a tie with 3 other teams. And one series behind that. So yeah, Deadwood, I think, to be fair, their shining light, their hope, is that the teams around them can lose. They're quite likely to win a tie as long as KC are involved in it. And they do play Missouri next week. So this series is tough, but maybe they rely on other teams losing and them winning next week. Now, in saying that, I don't want to discount the possibility, because there is the possibility Deadwood can win this. I think, obviously, new player coming in, Gavin Haas. Don't know how he's going to play. So we have no idea what to expect from Demons, really. I think Atlanta are just tall enough of a hill that I'm expecting them to win this series. If I'm going to predict, I'm going to go with 3-0. That's sort of been the trend this week for the most part. However, I'm open for a surprise, and we'll see what the Demons have in store as we load in Game number 1, Atlanta in gold, Deadwood in black. And it's gonna be Bio starting things out only 7 seconds in. Bio just follows it up, taps it through. No one is able to block it away. And Atlanta get things started early. Now look for the dribble. It's blocked up off the left wall by Wiko. No one gonna reach that one. Now Wiko into the corner again. This one will roll around. He'll look to play it across. Ren jumping up, won't reach it. Now around the corner again. Bio jumping backwards. Lynx will fake it out, but it's Wiko to get the touch out. Bozy now back off the sidewall. It's Mew descended into the corner. This one dropping down again. Bio off the left wall. Double back out. Wiko is there, but the touch is light. And that'll give Lynx a chance to pick it up. So the Deadwood try to restart a push, although Ren gets up early. And she'll be able to get it at least away for a moment, although Mew will send it right back in. Now Bio looking for the shot forward, bouncing towards net. Lynx will block it down. Wiko is there. Bozy gets the last save. Now in the air again. Bozy wins the 50 forward. This one off the left wall, but taken away from Wiko's double. Still it falls to Ren, but it's Mew to bump it off the corner. Now Wiko's on it, off the post. Ren is there. Atlanta double the lead. It is 2-0 for the Harriers. Wiko forces the center across, and Ren is there to send it home. Not exactly the dream start for the Demons. As of course they do still have plenty of time, but despite the chances they've had, the pressure they've seen, they still just haven't been able to quite break through. As Wiko now trying to pinch this one out. Bounces to Bio. Bio makes it 3. 90 seconds in. Already 3 goals on the board. And Atlanta are making a statement to start things out. Wiko now following it up the corner. By the way, just some scenarios, things I'm kind of thinking about. If Deadwood win this, I think if Atlanta win, it stays mostly the same. It'll be pretty much the opposite of what I'm about to say, but not completely, obviously. That if Deadwood win, which we're in a bit of a tough spot for that one right now. But if they do win, then Missouri would be eliminated. As, hold on, Wiko will add number 4. That's his first of the game. As he just kind of bounces up towards the back wall, gets a read, and then sends it through. So it's now 4-0. What I was trying to say, as Atlanta make it more likely to not happen, is that if Deadwood win, then Missouri would be eliminated, and Inchin would secure the number 1 seed. Now, like I said, if Atlanta win, it's kind of the opposite. That Missouri stay alive for now, and the number 1 seed will be in play for next week. That Inchin would still secure it with a win, but if they lose, Atlanta would then secure it with a win. And if they lose, if they both lose, I don't know, Chaos, one of the 6-3 teams who win. Probably. Or Inchin on a tiebreaker, either way. As this one's blocked out to the left side. Mew not able to get that read. Bio trying to slow it down. 50, that's 1 forward. It's off the bar. Baren has the read. Atlanta will push it away. And they will hold on to their shutout as we cross 2 minutes. Mew trying to follow it down. It's 50 bouncing away again. Bio sitting under it. This one off the right wall. Now Bozy racing in. It'll get rolled up the corner. Wiko around the outside trying to clear it away. Ren 50 off the right wall again. Ren is already up. She fakes it out. It bounces off the post. Not quite another goal. Wiko, this is high, but there's a miss. And Wiko, his 2nd, Atlanta's 5th. The lead grows. And if this game wasn't already secured, we're getting there here soon. Out towards the side, it's Lynx to bang it downfield. Now dropping down again. Bozy is on it. It's wide, and Wiko gets the clear. Mew, though, trying to keep the pressure on. Solid push here for Deadwood. This one now bouncing out. Lynx tries to shoot. It's off the back wall. Now caught out to the side. This one around the corner. It falls to Bozy, and Bozy will get one back. 5-1. Still a long road, to say the least, but hey, at least for Deadwood, you're on the board. A little bit of momentum potentially for next game, and of course, feels better mentally. Now, you don't got to worry about the perfect sweep. Don't got to worry about just not scoring goals in general. And so, hey, positives. As Vika will send it, Ren is there. She'll pop it up a little bit high. Bozy is awkward, but he gets a good 50 on it. Lynx now already up, gets the clear forward. Mew jumping in, not able to reach that one. And now another drop down. Bio racing, high clear. Mew is back, almost faked, but gets the save. Wiko's follow, skips away from Lynx. Mew now around the corner again. Ren trying to roll it in. Now Bio around the outside. Another one cleared away. Bozy trying to control it. It'll be Wiko instead. Over to the left side, pinching it around. Lynx now trying to get it away, but it's Mew who needs it instead. As Deadwood will break past the midfield. 15 seconds to go here. Still down by 4. So they're pretty clearly out of it. But again, just trying to battle back and get anything they can. But the time will tick down. The score will stay 5-1. And it will be Atlanta who secure the first game towards this best of 5 series. Let's see how the shots look. I would think Atlanta dominated, but I could be wrong, as it will be 12-5 they will outshoot here. Of course, the more assists. And honestly, kind of the surprising thing, despite that difference in shots, they actually have near the same amount of saves. I believe it was 5 for Deadwood, 4 for Atlanta. So that just shows even with Atlanta getting more offense, they're also getting more defense. So that's something Deadwood really need to lock in on. That, of course, they saved almost half of the shots. There were 2 unaccounted for, 5 goals, and then 5 saves. But, I mean, even still, if you're going to get outshot that hard, you need more saves. You can't, oh, we got half of them. If half of 10 is 5, that's far too many. So I think that shows Deadwood need to be a bit cleaner on the defense. And then, of course, need to get more offense as well. Don't think 1 goal is going to cut it with that production from Atlanta in the first game, even if they lock it down a little bit. But hey, we'll see, because Lynx already has one on the board. 1-0 for Deadwood. Mew centers it down, Lynx rolls it in. And only 20 seconds in. It is an advantage here for the Demons. Bio trying to get it away. It's right at Lynx. Lynx up towards the back wall. Won't be able to get a double. Wiko now trying to catch. Gets under 1. Gets a dunk on a second. Holding at the midfield. Bio just barely beaten. Mew will follow it up. That'll force it back towards Wiko. Wiko from his own back wall, trying to pop it out. Does end up falling and getting demoed, though, as Bozy will shoot, but Bio's already there for it. Lynx now the center, gets by 1, but it's the last person back. I think that was Ren able to get that 50 away and hold on to it for Atlanta. So a bit of a rough start for the Harriers, especially compared to the last game. But they'll be happy to only be down by 1 as Bio will begin to push. Trying to cut by Mew, but Mew just about gets a piece of it. Wiko now to the ceiling. 1 will miss. The shot will not. 1-1. It is a tie game. Wiko from the top rope. Pops over 1, shoots over another. And Atlanta bring it even. 1:20 in. Going to the back wall again, looking for a double, but won't quite get it. Right now will abandon, thinks about the back pass, but that one might have been ill-advised as she taps it over a teammate. Needs to get another 50, will, but won't get another. Bio now catching it over to the left wall. Half a tank trying to go up. He'll go to the ceiling, but his momentum is erased in an instant. Wiko, though, doesn't care. How about another double? It's 2-1 Atlanta. Bio leaves it off. Wiko backboard. Double top left, bar down. Atlanta have scored 2 straight. And they will play from in front. Now popped back out again. No one really able to get a piece of it. Lynx will try, but again, won't be able to either. You will eventually get it out, but it's dunked back in by Wiko, who gets another dunk over to the right wall. Slow to it are the Demons, as Bio will actually get there first, just trying to bang it forward. Gets a dunk as well. Wiko already up. Wiko off the post. Ren will try, but she can't quite get around it. Stays 2-1. Wiko though off the right side. It's popped away again. Now Lynx trying to play this one downfield. It'll get taken away by Ren. Approaching the halfway point of this game. Much more competitive, as it's only a 1-goal difference, but it is still Atlanta with the lead. As this one's popped forward, now it'll drop down again. Mew off the right wall. Falling down to Ren, quick shot. Bio almost gets a piece, but it is Lynx to save. Lynx now will pinch it around again. We go down off the back wall. Mew will knock it down. Now bouncing away, it's Ren off the left side, rolling around and cleared all the way away. They're dropping down again. Wiko around the outside. Mew will bring it down, looking for a flick. It's dunked back out. Bio! Bozy will get the save. Last 2 minutes to play. Atlanta, so much pressure through the middle of this game. But as all 3 jump, will this be a chance for Deadwood? Mew tries, but Bio's back in time. Now played off the wall, it'll center. Wiko, the only one there. He'll miss, though. Could be a chance, but Ren's there early. Now there's no one back for the Demons. But that one's wide, and it's right at Bozy. End-to-end we go. Questionable plays on all sides. It might be Bozy to punish, but Wiko another half flick to get it away. Now this one popped back out. It's cleared downfield. Might it be in? Yes, it is. Bio doubles the lead. 3-1. Just a send. Mew tries to dive back. Gets close, but that won't cut it. As Atlanta add on. And the difference is down to 1. Now rolling back, this one over to the left side. It'll drop straight back down. Centered out. No one able to reach that. Now Bozy cleared down the middle again. Ren will catch it out towards the corner. Bio trying to pop it up. Looking for the 50. Gets it over to the right wall. And it'll roll up and bounce up, but then no one's on it from there. And we go around the outside again. This one dunked back down. Ren trying to play it in. Gets another touchdown, but it's sent over to the side. Bio now trying to get it away. This one is dunked back. Wiko off the back wall. Reset down. Sent to the left by Mew. Bozy will try to get it away. 30 seconds to go. Deadwood need to get a goal here soon. Time is running down and they're only up by 2. This one bouncing out to Bio. He'll play it forward. Now it's Mew trying to get it out. Bio, the tap down. Mew with control. Trying to play it in. Wiko will knock it away. Ren will get it downfield again. The clock will strike 0. And Atlanta are on match point. This game definitely closer. But as we said with that save earlier, that's not enough for Deadwood. They get outshot 12-5 again. Saves more numerous for Deadwood, but again, better defense. It'll get you part of the way there, but if you're only scoring 1, that's still just not good enough. We need to see more on both sides of the ball. But, of course, this was still a better effort for the Demons. And so we'll see. Of course, they're not done yet. Still one more life in the series. Can they bring it back? Or will Atlanta just be too much. Will they just be way too oppressive on the day? By the way, the saves went from 5 to 7 between games. So a couple more. And I mean, I guess 2 more saves, 2 less goals conceded. Kind of correlates. But again, score 1, you can't give up 3. It's almost like if you score more goals, you win the game, as Atlanta are learning. But we'll see if Deadwood can take on that lesson. Of course, easier said than done. But we now load into game number 3. I do see Mew's not moving, but he is still in the game. So we continue for the moment as this one's won in by Wiko. Trying to get around the corner. This one centered across. Bozy not able to reach that one. Now played back again. Bio trying to catch it over to the left side. Now Lynx playing it down the sideline. And there we go. So we are going to pause on that. And we'll wait for him to get back in. I'll DM Lynx just to make sure. I could message in the chat, but I'll DM him. I assume it's a DC, and with the new system, it should be easy enough to just restart from a kickoff, and then we'll go from there once he gets back in. So, you know, these sorts of pauses now at this point are pretty simple, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't take him too long to get back in, and then we will be gaming. I'll message Wiko as well. Cool. So both managers are aware of the situation. Basically, as I was told, it was just kind of a little DC. So hopefully he gets back in here soon. Then as soon as he does and everyone is good, we will be just restarting from a kickoff. And he is back in the lobby, so I'm going to message in the chat to make sure we're good. I don't know if they can respond in there or what. Okay, and I think we are good. And so we will just be restarting from a kickoff, and we should be good to go. So we continue on with game number 3, hopefully with 6 players on the field this time. Of course, no goals scored is probably the ideal out of that, but 30 seconds gone. How do we continue? Wiko trying to center it out. Bozy now playing it back, played out to the side. Another one sent downfield. Mew following this one up, 50s it with Bio. It'll pop up high in the air. Bozy trying to get there, but Bio's up early. Bio now the double forward. That'll get it away from Ren, unfortunately, but he'll just follow it himself. Bio gets goal number 1. Atlanta will play from in front for the second time in this series. Of course, the first time got away from Deadwood in a hurry, so they'll want to at least keep it down more than that. But the question is, will they, or where do we go from here? Deadwood, of course, far from eliminated if they lose this series. Like we said, as long as KC are involved, they probably win most ties. But, I mean, KC are favorites in their series right after this, so definitely a loss would hurt, especially in a sweep. But it's Ren, credited with a goal. I think either a pinch or just barely a redirect instead, as they both dive in. I believe that should be a pinch. Ren and Wiko combine, and they send it bouncing through the net. Minute 15 in, it is 2-0. As Wiko will drop this one down, gets another bouncer in. Mew will send it away. Now off the right side from Bio, high in the air. Lynx will tap it over to the side. Wiko is on it. Bozy gets a good 50, but is removed for it. Right now off the left wall, she'll try to keep it down. She'll bounce it around the outside. Now popped out again. Played down by Mew. Bio will push it over to the corner. Bio now leaving it back. This one will drop down off the ceiling. Ren is there, though. It is 3-0 Atlanta. Real KX. It just falls down to Ren, and she hits the shot down the middle. Now 3-0 in favor of the Harriers. 3 minutes to go. And this one is well in their favor. They look to close this one out, but let's see. Links over off the right wall. It'll center out again. Bozy trying to get the clear forward. It'll center out. Links is there. It is 3-1. Deadwood are gonna battle back. Just a bit of a misread by Ren, and then Lynx quick to the shot. Hits it at an angle that Atlanta just aren't ready for. And so that one bounces through. And it is back to a 2-goal game here, but that might change. Bio again. Right back off the kickoff. Just a power shot into the top left corner. The defender gets a piece, but that's not enough to push it out. And Atlanta regain their 3-goal lead here. Now into the corner again. It'll bounce up in the air. Bozy trying to knock it down, but it's cleared out to the left side. Another team pinch will get it all the way downfield, as everyone just about is in the air for Atlanta, but the only one who's not is Wiko. Fortunately for the Harriers, though, he gets beat to it, as Lynx will end up with it. He'll get it past midfield. So it'll be Bio to force it back in. Ren in the air, saved by Bozy. Mew gets by 1, but the last line for Atlanta will get the dunk out to the side. 2 minutes to go here. Bio now trying to clear it out. This one bouncing down. Wiko, another one sent out. Lynx not able to get to that one. Wiko now up in the air. Run off the right wall, dropping down. Mew will get the clear downfield. Bio now into the corner again. He'll pop it up in the air. 105 seconds left on the clock. Still a 3-goal Atlanta lead. That one kind of close from Bozy, but not able to get the dunk at the right angle. Now down off the ceiling. Ren dropping it forward. Bozy dunking it the other way. This one cleared back away again. Mew trying to drop it in. Bio waiting behind it. Now it'll fall down. Ren trying to get this one downfield. She'll control. She will pop it away, but it's dunked down again. Now control falls. Wiko's shot. That one's in. 5-1. Atlanta keep adding on. Their lead is up to 4, and there's only 1 minute left to go. This one will pinch just barely wide, so a little bit of a gift there for Deadwood, but of course, they're plenty far enough behind for it to maybe not even matter. As Mew will bang that one off the post, it'll fall back down to Atlanta. Up high in the air, Bozy trying to stick with it. Couple players missed. That week goes up too far as well. Atlanta maybe getting a little bit bold, but will they be punished? No. Bit of an own 50. I think Wiko would have been there anyway, though. He'll look to get a little bit fancy, but won't get back to the ball. Bozy now off the sidewall, drops this one down. That's fair. As now Ren will try to catch it over to the right side. This one cleared out again. Wiko already up, but it's popped to the side by Mew. Bio trying to drop this one in. It'll get rolled across. Bozy will catch it down. But of course, the time will run down. And the time will run out in this series for Deadwood. As we've said plenty of times, that doesn't eliminate them. But, I mean, it means they're probably going to want to watch to get a little bit of help throughout the rest of the week. And then they'll need to win next week. And at least something that can be said better than some of the teams they're going to be competing against. The next week game isn't terrible. That's one they should absolutely win. So for Deadwood, you just kind of got to go next. Obviously, to a point easier said than done. But I mean, still trying to get it going with your team. Just signed a free agent earlier today, and so obviously didn't even have him for this series. That's still a question mark. So you got to get used to that chemistry. Then beyond that, if you play an easier opponent, and then if you want to get into playoffs, then you got to be able to bounce back. So we'll see for Deadwood, but we are going to have an interview, and so we will be back in just one moment. And we are back with Atlanta 3-0 sweep. How's it feel to get another win?
Pretty good. I think that makes us what 8-2 now. I think if memory serves me right.
Yep.
So about the same place where we stood last season, but we're going for that 9-2. I want to be better than I was last season.
Absolutely. And I mean, first to last weeko, game 2. Who was that? Because I don't know.
So that was my friend Getz actually.
So you're banned.
Yep.
I had to call in some support. I wasn't like hitting the ball enough. But no, I don't know what happened. I had ceiling shot top left and then double top left as well. I did new Weeko today, I guess. I uncapped my FPS. That's what it was.
Yeah, fair.
I'm lagging crazy this series, but still doing fine.
Absolutely. Now, looking at your guys' next week, obviously you are still playing for the #1 seed. You would get it if you win and Inchin lose. You guys play Luxor. How do you feel about that matchup?
I think it'd be close, but I think we win. I'm gonna give it 3-1. If I can play like I did today, I'm gonna give it 3-1.
Yep. I agree.
They are a solid team. Obviously, Bacon, DK, Defane, Mello, crazy chem team. So they're gonna be good around each other. They're gonna know how to hit the ball. DK is gonna just jump at everything that I'm gonna throw at him. So I'm gonna have to adapt and see if I can.
Absolutely. And of course, this might matter to you guys because it could pertain to your opponents. But next game after this, KC, New Mexico. Who do you guys have in that one?
New Mexico.
I gotta pick my boy Cozy, dude. That dude, he's been playing like lights out recently. We're gonna pretend the
Who's on KC?
KC. Who is KC?
I'm looking because
Corv's Young Wild
It's-
Boy.
yeah, Corv's Young Wild Boy, Louis Wrath.
I'm gonna go KC because my boy Louis man is on there. we gotta respect Louis, bro. He's a veteran in the scene.
This is true.
Yeah, but if we're speaking realistically, I'd put New Mexico as favorites.
Fair.
I don't think it's gonna be a sweep. It's 3-1 or 3-2 is what I'm gonna think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think it is.
I think Louis could take over. I don't know.
Well, now I'm gonna challenge you guys with the more open question. There are 2 spots open. Currently fighting for them are Birmingham, now Madison, KC, Deadwood, New Mexico, and Missouri. But we're being realistic here. Who do you think takes those last 2 spots? Birmingham are currently a series ahead, and they play Madison.
Bandits is definitely taking 7.
Bandits for sure. And then tonight's actually such a huge game. I just realized because that's huge playoff implications.
I'll let you know.
And it's gonna be the winner. It's gonna be the.
They take 8 maybe.
Deadwood play Missouri next week. Birmingham play Madison next week. New Mexico play Erie, and KC play Boston.
Ooh.
So Deadwood have the easiest series.
Respectfully.
Deadwood or Monarchs, but I want my boy Cozy to make playoffs. He's had a fun season so far. This is the last. That's what he deserves. So I'm gonna still go New Mexico and Bandits.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well,
Bandits and KC. Just throwing it out there. Just
he's still rooting for his guy.
Bro, Louis the GOAT.
And we technically are doing the same. We love Cozy.
True.
No hate to
True.
Louis. Love him, but
Yeah, I love Louis.
He's kind of a goat.
Yeah, well, I think that's all I have for you guys. So, congratulations on another win, and good luck next week.
Thanks you for casting.
All right, well, that'll do it for our first series. And yeah, Panda got you, Lynx. That is a thing that Jay does. Now, he will also group the ball chasing into obviously a group for the series, probably towards the end of this week when he's getting ready to do that. He usually updates stats end of this week or more likely like Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday, depending on when games get scheduled. So you can watch out for that. Or the games should be auto uploaded to ball chasing. So if you really want to see your own stats, then you could find the replays yourself and kind of look at it from that. You could make your own group, maybe make a copy of the sheet to add it to your totals, whatever. However far you want to go, but that's kind of what you need to know. Replays are there if you want them. Jay will group them and add them to the sheet probably early next week, but there you go. Focusing in on this series, though, that will do it as we have Atlanta kind of just cleaning up with a sweep. They will move up to 8-2, and they will stay tied with Inchin. Meanwhile, like we said, Deadwood fall to 3-7. Definitely doesn't eliminate them from the playoff race, but puts them in a little bit of a tough spot, especially if KC win the next series. But we'll see then, because that game starts at 9 p.m. in just about 25 minutes, so we'll see you back then for that. Stream live in 15, of course. But your final score here one last time, Atlanta Harriers 3, Deadwood Demons 0. We'll see you back in just a little bit.